Daylyt went back to back. Word is bond. And I think myself, and I can speak for my entire channel, I think all of us, as true music and more than anything, hip hop nerds, no matter what we do in life, we love, live, breathe, and die by this culture. This moment, these moments, these artists allowing their music, true MCs, allowing their music to be showcased and platformed, and understanding that this is the moment where people are looking at them and actually delivering. Look at the amount of content that they all put out. So no matter whether you a Joey fan, whether you a Daylyt fan, they really lived up to the moment. Matter of fact, Drop lived up into the moment in the chat. Now, without any further ado, before I get to this reaction, my new EP, Rental Red Beds, is out now on all streaming platforms. Let me hear you with a snippet.
I Peter Act. I remember we was pulling them. The way we double deuces, you think that I bang with phone them. West African, so when the packs came in, we was exporting them. Niggas capping, if I wasn't rapping, be extorting them. Bitches eating dick, nigga, we don't go with them.
That's Rental Red Beds, out now on all streaming platforms. Now, without any further ado, my people, hit that thumbs up button, because them last Daylyt reactions was a little shaky. We got to get back in that algorithm. Come on, hold me down in these streets. It's the house of hip hop. Hit that thumbs up button. Drop living up to the moment in the chat. Let's get to work. A whole different vibe.
I'll walk you down real slow.
I'll walk you down real slow. What do you say?
Can I talk to you for a second? See that bar about the bridge? It wasn't for steez, it was for soul. The very thing that you sold to be cold, living sober. It was.
Okay. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And that shows me that I got a new respect for Daylyt. Because I was a person on my platform where I try to use my platform to be fair and stuff like that, and I'm trying not to be lame, and I'm not going to fanboy out no matter how amazing of a rapper you are. Still, like, I'm stand on them ethics. I'm going to still stand on if me and you is playing the game, and I'm like, boy, you pussy. You like, boy, you a bitch, and we playing the game. We going back and forth. Man, I ain't going to talk about your dead homies. So because music is something that can be interpreted, and I can interpret something wrong, I respect that he's like, yo, hold on, y'all tripping. I ain't mean it like that. So, okay, bar.
It was for soul, the very thing that you sold to be cold, living sober. It was hard watching my friends grow older. Suicide, taking the conscious ones, the bridge really over. Man, I wish Steez was alive so he could see this shit live. Hip-hop thriving, look what we did. I put my G's to the sky.
And that is, oh my God, nigga, that's so much respect, because it is. Bro, if you've been a fan of music, right, and especially when we get those of us like me who, and I know a lot of y'all, we like the mainstream shit, we do, but we just like when it's good. We just don't like the, like, Ice Spices and shit like that. We like when it's good, but we just like bars. And for years, niggas made you feel like you were crazy for liking bars in rap. Niggas like the Papooses and shit like that, they might get a quick little rep, but they was getting shunned out. And so right now, hip-hop is having this moment, and rest in peace, Capital Steez. As someone like Joey who was, okay, we bringing this culture back, that's the whole pro era and shit, we bringing the culture back. It was dope that we're getting to see this moment. And there's a lot of people who have fought this good fight with us, a lot of soldiers and brothers in arms in this greater fight. We all of us who love this shit like this, we're fighting, didn't get to see this moment. So again, this is a masterful move for Daylyt. And when the beef has gone on for this many rounds, I think just finding salacious insults at a certain point would have got redundant. At a certain point, we would have been like that. So just the artist Daylyt is, he now takes it in a different direction. He's now painting he's now going, okay, let me address and fine-tune certain things. Masterful move in a battle, but he's a battle rapper, man. But I'm not a rapper. Come on.
I miss you, this shit for rap beef. Me and Joe don't got issue. Your face tatted right on my.
And that's for everybody to hear that shit, man. This shit here just for rap. This just for the culture. We do not have issues. That's
Steez, I miss you. This shit for rap beef. Me and Joe don't got issue. Your face tatted right on my arm so that the world can't forget you. Next to Nip, Prodigy X, or what do y'all got in common? This is bigger than rap. Some depths came from the things we was rhyming. It was scary stuff. Remember the day that Joe made America was blocked from all of the algorithms. Government scaring us. They knew they couldn't take me out, so they just shadow ban everything. But what they didn't know is light come from the sky to touch everything. I know.
It's like, man, so much hip hop has created a lot of stars, and I have good friends and people I really rock with who this might apply to, and no offense, cuz or y'all, but you just got to hear this, right? The salaciousness, the shit like the Diddy trials or the shit like that, right? Or the I'm trying to think, DDG and Chloe Bailey. A lot of times we spend so much time in that and pretending like that should be the history. Diddy's freak offs with his girlfriend or whatever it was, that should be the history of hip hop instead of this, the literal music, the literal point of it. But people don't report on this. And I get the game, nigga. We all do what we got to do. And like right now I'm doing this Daylyt shit. I'm sort of doing it for the culture. I don't think it's going to get me millions or hundreds of thousands of views. I'm going to try what I can. But I know what time it is. He's not on the level of artist for my channel right now. But I do it anyways. I do it anyways because I think in documenting this moment, like as a hip hop historian, like it's like it must be done. And I wish that this was highlighted. These stories were highlighted. I don't want to hear about who is Ice Spice is Sexy Red smashing out. She just dropped a chlamydia lip gloss. Nigga, I don't care about that shit, bro. Tell me about our culture. That's why, like, when I hear stories about, like, okay, Ice Cube running in there with the bat, that shit hard to me when I hear when Cameron went platinum, he's going through the studio with just the vest and the plaque on his neck. All these stories that make up hip hop. When you hear about like him taking Jay off the record because he felt like Jay shit on him, all these moments is what we should highlight more. And this is what I love where hip hop is right now, bro. I really do.
That I'm chosen, I could see a part of God's aim. You and I rave for this moment. We got Vaughn in our names, but
You and I rave for this moment. We got Vaughn in our name. Shout out to Ray Vaughn too, man. You know we're gonna do his reactions next. He did a freestyle and some other shit. We're gonna do both of them.
a part of God's aim. You and I rave for this moment. We got Vaughn in our names, but it's something that they got mixed up about. Angel book typos, angel wings, body and humans know the way that this might go. Ain't no quitting. You keep forgetting.
Angel wings. What did he just say?
Wings, body and humans know the way that this might go. Ain't no about angel book. Moment we got Vaughn in our names, but it's something that they got mixed up about. Angel book typos, angel wings, body and humans know the way that this might go. Ain't no
angel wings, body and humans know the way that this might go.
You keep forgetting to respect your religion. You Jehovah Witness, you know the holiday is forbidden. Look to the sky and say that this gonna be better. That's on my soul, it's 47 forever. Steez, we miss you. Look to the sky and say that this gonna be better. That's on my soul, it's 47
I like
forever.
this record a lot more than the last one.
Watching y'all on YouTube, I wanted to be a part. It was dope watching Jamar Milton mixing knowledge with art. My mind was tender back when I seen that Dime was the prime contender. Fly the spinner, Joe was snapping so hard. See the guy from Sinners, I was locked in. First time on the East.
Nigga, this is a. Like, I'm just like now I'm taking this in my head and doing something with it. But just right now, based off of what I'm seeing, right? This is so dope because it's genuine. Because we know that wasn't the era of hip-hop. And I love shit like this. I love when niggas talk about like, nah, y'all ain't remember when Nelly was out here really cranking some shit in there? If you do, I want to know who my real hip-hop heads is. Do y'all remember when Nelly was Nelly? And people like Nelly and Heavy D just never seem to get their credit in the history of hip-hop.
Jumped on the metro, random From sinners, I was locked in. First time on the east, jumped on the metro. Random DM on Twitter, that's how I met Soul. He introduced me to 47 shit. I saw the masterpiece. Side note, two cats dope as hell. Dash and Ratchet P. From that day, I was loving the shit that y'all did for hip hop. Y'all reminded me of the times when it's Pac, Big Nas, disc cops. It was something different about you, Steez. I felt connected, and that was the fact that both of us felt like we unconnected. We was both fighting with knowledge and still try to hold our demons. And then I noticed that we both did a song called Robot Freedom, talking about how we gon' break out the matrix. I can't forget it, and one day you really did it. Look to the sky and say that this gon' be better.
The fake cry, unless maybe that was genuine, but and that was a dope bar by Daylyt, right? Because what it did was it was like, I never actually knew that side of Daylyt. Daylyt telling us he's a person who might have struggled or suffered with depression, and it's human. It's only right. I know there's more records that just came out, but is that where we look at it? Is that where is this him sort of saying the beef is over? Because I think he just dropped a record today. Spoiler alert, and I heard that it says screw in it. I did hear that in the street. Word is
on my soul, it's 47 forever. Steez, we miss you.
Steez,
Look to the sky and say that this gon' be better. That's on my soul, it's 47 forever.
That's dope as hell, bro.
Shit forever.
Wait, next week?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Daylyt is showcasing his artistry well. He is using this battle, just like how Reason used this battle to change a narrative that was on his career, which was that he was like a dropped, he wasn't good enough, all that shit, and he just made it sound like many artists. I went independent, I want to be in control of my own journey. I really like what there's nobody who has been a part of this battle that I feel like is worst off for it. And that's what it should be about. You know, niggas got so deep into trying to literally destroy Drake. And to be fair, because of some of the shit that we did hear about him, totally get it. But it made it, for some people, this just hit a little different. This just hit a little different. Now here comes another music video by me right here. Bow! Hit that thumbs up button. Stop playing with the dipper. And if you made it this long, write IKEA in the comments. Let me know. IKEA, Capity family, love y'all. Salute, we out of here.